See, when I first started training new sales reps, they thought they needed some magic script to be able to make $10,000 a month. But the top earners, they weren't slick talkers. They were just curious. They knew how to ask the right questions, and they had a set of daily activities that they did consistently every single day. I even had one guy who had had absolutely no experience in the automotive industry, who had no idea how to overcome any objections. But by learning how to ask the right questions and consistently doing the small daily action that he was taught to do, he made over $10,000 in the month of March. The belief that most salespeople have is that they need to know how to overcome every single objection. I can understand the fact that you might think that, because there's a lot of common objections that you will get every single day when a client walks in. What's the best price? Can you go any lower? Oh, I have another vehicle to go look at. I got to talk to my wife. I can completely understand that. But the thing is that you need to understand what the root cause of this is. Why are you getting these objections? You know that you're going to get these objections. Yes or no? Most of the time when a client walks in, you know that you're going to get the objection of the price. You know you're going to get the objection that I want a better deal. I want a lower monthly payment. Can I get a better interest rate? All of these objections you know you're going to get. But the reason why you get these objections at the end was because you weren't able to overcome this obstacle at the beginning. And what happens is that when you don't overcome this obstacle at the beginning, that obstacle now ends up becoming an objection. And now you have to go through your rebuttals, memorize your scripts and all this kind of stuff. But when I taught my guys that it wasn't about memorizing scripts, but the truth was that it's not about you memorizing scripts. The number one thing that it is about you setting up the sale the right way. You addressing the obstacles at the very beginning. The second thing that it's about was that it's about asking the right questions. See, it's not about what you say, but it's also about how you say it and also learning how to ask the right question. If you're talking more than the client is, it's game over. You're not going to get the deal ever. But if you ask the right questions and you get the client talking more than you're more likely going to close the deal. Also, the secret to closing the deal is getting the client to close himself. That is the secret. But the only way that you're going to be able to do that is by asking the right questions. When I taught my salespeople this, I said, why are you trying to close the client? Why are you giving him verbal diarrhea? Why don't you just ask him a question that's going to make him close himself? And when they started understanding this, they started closing more and more deals. And that's how so many of them were able to achieve that $10,000 income in March. And there were 3 guys that actually achieved $20,000 in income in March. And the third thing was that you need to have a set of daily activities. If you do consistently these set of daily activities, there's no way that you will not achieve $10,000 income per month. It's absolutely impossible. If you do these activities every single day and you go in and you knock them off, it is actually impossible for you not to make a $10,000 income. I promise you that. But most of the time people do it for 1 day, 2 day, they don't see any results and they just end up stop doing it. Look, I can tell you one thing, is that in this business, there's a lot of stuff that you've been told, probably not helping you close more deals. It's probably helping hinder your deals more than you think. People are smarter than what you think they are. They're not as dumb as you think they are. They're actually smarter. A buyer nowadays from 10 years ago is way more educated. And now all they want is a salesperson that's not phony. And the way not to sound phony is to be a professional. If you know you're going to get the price objection, why don't you address it at the beginning? With my people, what I started telling them to do was that before the test drive, I wanted them to explain to the customers the benefits of buying from the dealership, the benefits of buying from them as a salesperson, and how their pricing strategy works. If you explain to a client how you price your vehicles, especially when it comes to new cars, and you explain to them that within a radius that you're the best priced out there and you have an algorithm and you paid millions of dollars for the software and basically all you do is you plug in the car in there and it basically spits out the best price for you, and you've taken out the negotiating out of the deal. You've made it easier for the client. Basically, you can explain to your client that they don't need to be a professional car buyer, and that's why you paid millions of dollars for this software. It's done the work for you. Transparent pricing, call it whatever you want. I give the word tracks to the guys that I work closely with. But the thing is that if you set up the sale the right way and you do the daily non-negotiable activities every single day, there's no reason why you can't absolutely change your life in the automotive industry. And if you've watched this video up until now, there's a video where in the description below where I literally walk you through how I made $250,000 within 3 years in the automotive industry. And in that video, I explained to you how the automotive industry completely changed my life. If you want to level up and you want to go to the next level and you really want to take this career seriously, make sure you click on the link below and check out that video. But I'm going to end it off by this. This business can deliver to you whatever you want it to. Whatever your dreams are, the places that you want it to travel, the things that you want it to buy, this business can give it to you. If you look around in your dealership, there are people that are live examples that are making the income that you want to make. But why aren't you? Why aren't you? It's not the business. It's not the industry. It's something that is stopping within you. Something within you that is stopping you from achieving that income. Some limiting belief. Something that happened to you in your past. See, before you can ever achieve the thing that you want to do, you need to literally believe that you can. The reason why you're probably not getting to that income is because you don't believe it. Because if you believed it, you would work your ass off, you would do the daily non-negotiables, you would invest in yourself, you would treat this business like a business and not just like a joke. I want the best for all of you. This business absolutely changed my life. From where I was and what I was going through and where I'm at today, I'm so grateful for this industry, for giving a guy like me a shot. But that same opportunity is waiting out there for you as well. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. I wish you the best of luck and don't take this opportunity for granted.